Sean Cooper is my guest. He's a mortgage broker, personal finance expert. He's also the author of, I love it, Burn Your Mortgage. Hey, Sean, good to see you. Thanks for your time.
Great to be with you this afternoon, Todd.
Okay, what's your takeaway to this change? What's it going to mean?
I don't mean to talk too much about politics, but definitely seems like a lot of desperation there by the Liberals. But these changes were long overdue in terms of increasing the cap on insured mortgages. It was frozen at $1 million home purchase price for over 10 years. So it should have been adjusted a long time ago because it's really tough to buy a home in Toronto and Vancouver for under $1 million these days. But yeah, I mean, my question is, how are people actually going to qualify for homes up to $1.5 million? I mean, unless you have a very big household income of well over $200,000, you're going to need at least one set of parents, maybe both of them, to co-sign on the mortgage. So it sounds good as a political announcement, but in practice with the stress test, how are the average Canadians going to actually qualify for these home purchase prices up to 1.5 million? That's my main question with this.
Yeah, how much help do you think it's going to actually, involve or actually, do for people?
I mean, like I said, unless you have a household income well north of 200,000, it's likely you're going to have at least one set of parents co-signing, perhaps even the other set of parents co-signing. I mean, it does help to have 30-year amortizations, being a first-time home buyer, but like in practice with the rate that mortgages are at today, whether you're taking fixed or variable, I mean, that means having to pass a stress test of 6 or 7%. I mean, that's not a low bar to pass. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like great as a political announcement, but in practice, unless there's some sort of next announcement coming with the stress test being adjusted, my question is, how many Canadians are actually going to be able to pass the stress test and qualify for a home purchase price of up to $1.5 billion? That's the real question there.
Yeah, well said. What about the possibility this could drive up home prices more? Sean, what do you think?
Yeah, that's definitely a big concern as well, because it's for putting fuel on the fire. But I'm more of the view that it's important to make adjustments over the years. But definitely the argument can be made on the other side that is this going to cause home prices to escalate further? Because with these changes plus interest rates heading downward, those are two things working to cause home prices to go up, because the single biggest driver of home prices is lower interest rates. But if you make this change as well, which is going to be made, then those are two big things working to inflate home prices. So my concern is how much are these homes actually going to be? And it's just going to be even more difficult for first-time home buyers and people looking to move up in the market to be able to afford homes. So that's definitely a concern as well.
Sean Cooper with his take. He's a mortgage broker, personal finance expert. Hey, Sean, good to see you. Thanks for taking time for CTV News today.
Oh, thanks, Todd.